It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Seattle. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense. We give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he'll get this up past the 45 and the 47. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Darnold. He'll dump this off to Price. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Cooper Kupp, 39 yards. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Colts nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing, Jones. And he's got Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now Jones. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Taylor. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, anytime down here in the red zone that you can get a running back going lateral to the line of scrimmage, that's a plus for the defense. We all hear about the offensive guys saying, get north and south, get upfield. They didn't allow it at all on that play.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown. Mo Alley Cox from a yard out. And the Colts take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
48-yard line.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now a 2nd and 10.
Jadarian Rice. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, Darnold's going to change the play. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That'll be caught by Cup. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Now Jones throwing on fourth down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Intercepted. Turnover on downs.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Darnold from the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they'll run on third down with Charbonnet. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
It's a gain of 2.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
He finds Banner left side, and he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Darnold. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. It's Rashid Shaheed bringing it in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 30 yards. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Derek Hall. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
First down, Colts.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A short one there, caught by Warren. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's caught right side. It's Warren.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. Jones now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Back to throw again. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Doolin, the man in motion. Second down and goal. Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
14.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Down the field, he's got Warren. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now for the point after.
Extra point.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Spencer Schrader to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. A little juke. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard.
Okay, here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. So give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 35, here's the second and 9. Now it's Darnold. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Darnold. Here's a diving catch right side. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Darnold now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. Oh, he's got a man open. It's caught. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On first and 10, it's Charbonnet. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now Darnold wants to change it up.
Second and goal at the Colts 7-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Cooper Kupp, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
First down, Colts.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
You know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Darnold. His throw incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Darnold. And that one too wide and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Darnold. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Faking the give, Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for this with Price. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
On the stop. A loss of a yard. It's fourth down.
They'll try it now with Price. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No. Clean.
Complete. A.J. Hulsey there defensively.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Darnold. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
A 7-yard
Grover Stewart able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Give up the middle, Price. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Myers' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Seahawks are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold on the move to his left. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.